Okay. So the speaker, so we're directly answering the question. Speaker in first frost is portrayed to have a negative view of love due to their experiences okay. You made the cut. Okay. So what would your point be? So we've got the evidence there. What's your point going to be? What's the point about that particular quotation? So we've got and smeared with lipstick.
Well, it changes.
That it changes.
Because day one.
Okay, good. Well, so the writer of the poem outlines the poet persona's experience with love by discussing how the relationship that she had changed. Oh, that she had changed. Okay, so within stanza 1, we are told that the girl is stained by tears and if you do a line it just represents that the other next line is in there as well, and smeared with lipstick. Reinforcing that something has happened to her for her to be in such a vulnerable state. Okay. I'm just going to zoom into, I know we haven't done that on the board over there, but I just want to look at that first part, the stained by tears. And then I'll ask you about that in a second. So we'll look at that first, and then we'll move on to the and smeared with lipstick. Stained holds connotations of, what does stained suggest? Okay. Permanence. Okay, yeah, unwanted. Damien, what would you say? Same thing. Holds connotations of permanence, and how can we...
In this question, you don't have to analyse the words you write on this verb.
No, you can. I mean, you can. If you know that it's a verb, you can say it's a verb, but it doesn't really give you anything unless you explain what that... So later on when we say that it's past tense verb, you can then, because you can analyse it being past tense, it will give you an extra layer. But if you just say a verb, it doesn't really add anything to your analysis. It's just that you can... It's like saying there's a simile, but then not explaining why, yeah? Yeah. The writer of the poem outlines the poet personas. And it's a posh way of saying speaker. Personas. Experience. Holds connotations of permanence and a further suggestion of wanting as stained. So there, I might put negative verb just to say it's a verb. Okay. The use of coordinator on the final line also adds suggestions that this experience is one of many. On the final line. And that the relationship was perhaps filled with negativity. Hence her view of love. Okay, then I'm going to look at the semantics of those two words, smeared and lipstick, as well. So we'll look at symbolism. Nice discourse marker. Furthermore,
What does it say after relationship?
was perhaps filled with negativity, hence her view of love. Furthermore, the lipstick could be symbolic of the effort in which the speaker went to for her partner, as this shows she wanted to, I want to say like she wanted to impress him by, making herself attractive. Does that sound?
I suppose that's the end of speaker.
Went to for her partner. As this shows, she wanted to. I don't want to put make an effort. Impress. Do we know if it's a he? We don't, do we?
Did you get marked down?
I'm not putting it. Huh?
Did you get marked down for putting
No, because that's just your. Yeah. To impress him or her. And make herself attractive to. I'm going to put them. Them's a good pronoun. Okay. However, sneered can be seen to be how her efforts were reciprocated. Holding semantics of recklessness and lack of care.
Would you say alternatively Smith suggests that she tried to rub it off, but it didn't come in well, so she tried to get rid of
Let's put that.
the relationship, but it didn't work?
Get rid. Okay, so I've made a note of that because we can add that later. So try not to do that yet. If you get in the exam, if you get another idea that's an alternative, wait until you've finished this point, then get your alternative.
So is it your point being 5 more, then additionally, and then
However many you can. So at the minute we've got and a furthermore and a however. So then we'll get alternatively in a second. Okay. The fact that the verb is past tense also allows the audience or reader, the reader, to to believe that this is something that is already past. Not past. Past. Yeah. And has no way of I want to say something like return. Not go back. Now, the fact that the verb is past tense also allows the reader to believe that this is something that is already past and has no way of changing. Yeah, let's go changing. What did you say? Reviving, yeah, something like that. You can put that if you want to. Revival. Okay, so you choose. So you can't get it back. Making better, you can't do that. Revival is a nice word. Alternatively, this is a long old paragraph. We could also interpret smeared as how the girl tried herself to be rid of the relationship, yet there is an element of, you know the word for permanence? Huh? Can't hear you. Would that work? So, alternatively, we could also interpret smeared as how the girl tried herself to be rid of the relationship, yet that there is an element of everlasting. Yeah, good. I'm going to put permanence again. Because of the idea that it has stained her. Okay, so we're linking that evidence in there as well. Permanence. Because of the idea that it has stained her. She has this ongoing internal conflict because her negative experience with love has meant she she has this ongoing internal conflict because of never to experience of love has meant she no longer trusts love. Is that next door?